Hello. Let's see. Let's turn off this stuff right here. Uh, So it should be visible. Let's see. Play. All right. Okay. Cool. Well, it should be live. Hopefully you can hear me properly. She's gonna check sound for a second. She's gonna. Yeah. Okay. That seems like it's working. Let's check out. There's another YouTube thing here. This one should be working too. Okay. Cool. Hi. How's it going? Alright. Let me just pause this here. Alright. So the music seems to be too loud for me still. Okay. So can you see this properly? Like the camera moved? There you go. That's better. Yeah, the camera was moved. Okay. That should work better. Alright, so last time I did this drawing that you can see right here. I don't quite like it. I mentioned on a few of my posts. So yeah, I like up to the point that I left it on my stream. You can find it on my YouTube channel if you wanted to see it. And I feel like the markers that I added after didn't didn't add to it really, but it is what it is. So I'm not I'm not gonna shy away from showing the drawing that I did, just because I didn't particularly like it. Sometimes I don't want to show the drawing, but I think is best to show it, so like so other people can see, no matter if you get a good result or a bad result, you're still moving forward. So that's my thought process behind that. Anyways, moving on to what today I was planning of doing. I actually went through a few pictures on Unsplash. Let's see if I can change this here. Hopefully I don't mess anything up. I just hit this here and okay. Alright. So I went through a few pictures on Unsplash. What? What is this? Is this like a test chat? Maybe could be. Could be a test chat. So about that. Yeah, that's probably the case. Anyway, doesn't matter. So I went through a few pictures on Unsplash, and these are the ones that I decided on. If you're on the vertical format, I guess I'll show it this way. So there's two pictures. I was looking for something that, hola, ¿qué tal? That was kind of dynamic. And these are the ones that I find that were the most dynamic. And because it's supposed to be December, I was going for something like this. Oh, this seems like a hmm. How do I remove this? Sorry, I'm gonna clear the chat. Someone, that seems to be like a spam message. Alright, can I remove this? Yeah. Okay, you're blocked. Alright. Anyhow, what was I saying? I forgot. Um. Yeah. Because it's December, I wanted to do something related to December. So I was first I thought of a reindeer, but a reindeer doesn't really. I don't. I don't know. I don't want to draw a reindeer, so I guess because I did a bunch of lions last time. I want to try to do this today. So let's see how it works. Uh, just film this stuff. I don't know how I should start my videos now because the algorithm changed and yeah, I don't know. It's just unmotivating or not as fun as it sometimes is. Yeah, I know that might seem random, but that's me making the intro. Alright. Put this over here. Hopefully I don't break it. I already broke this whole holder a few times. It's just plastic, so it's not that resistant. I don't think you need something that fancy for this stuff. Maybe at some point I'll get better gear. Alright. Also, feel free to ask questions or let me know if like how you feel about the streams as much as possible. Don't spam the chat. Like if it's to promote like around that message that you could see on the screen, that was probably a bot. So that's why I banned it. So alright. Let's see how this goes. Also, I'm gonna go for the top picture for those of you on the for this picture, basically. I really like the line that the bear is creating, moving through the water. It's really interesting. I don't know if you know the work of Aaron Blaze. I think is his name, if I get it correctly. Uh, he's an amazing artist. He worked for Disney for a bunch of years. Probably still works for Disney, and he did Brother Bear. and I think he also worked on the Beauty and the Beast. And I think I'm going out on a limb, and I would say Spirit too. So he's an amazing animator, and yeah, it's hard to draw a polar bear and not remember his work. Like if you go to his Instagram, he has a bunch of artworks around that same subject. I guess I already messed up because the angle is not right, and I'm trying to change it to fit the page. uh, I might just crop the image because I really like the dynamic aspect of it. Let's see how hard to see. Sorry. I wonder, can you hear that beep? I think when you send a message, a beep should come through, but I don't know if it's playing or on your side. Let's see. So about that. Okay. Maybe I should deactivate it. It's it just freaked me out right now. Is it better? Let me just check something real quick. Doesn't seem to be. This is the thing. If the light changes, which I sometimes change the lighting, I can definitely mess that up. Come on, exposure. Hopefully that's better. Okay. No, still hard to see. Contrast. I just pump out the contrast on that. Just hit OK. Hit OK here. Yeah, I should be better. Okay. I don't know if I should remove that, but I like the fact that I get a some sort of cue when somebody types something, so I don't miss the message, which I apologize if has happened in the past. I'm not gonna draw the kids. I'm just gonna draw the. What? Let's see. Yeah, I think I made him too skinny already. Whoop. Sorry, Danielle, I cannot see the emojis on my end. I'm looking at on a different screen, but hi. Like the pose is really awesome. Wonder if I can, like, you see. I don't know if how much people that actually watch my streams are interested in drawing themselves, or if they're just watching for the sake of it. But If this is one of the first times you think about drawing or starting in something like this, um, basically, depending on the creature, we have very similar anatomy in some aspects. So we basically have the same amount of joints and like bones in general. Uh, Maybe there's some slight differences, but that's one of the tricks that allows you to draw. Like once you learn to draw anatomy, like regular anatomy, you should be able to draw anything else that you want. Human anatomy, rather, because you're just basically changing the basic structure to adapt to this other creature. Uh, so hope that makes sense. What I just said. Shit, this should be like way back here. And again, I mentioned this in the past, but I'm drawing with a pen, so I cannot erase. I know that there's some discrepancies here. He's more standing, which I guess messes up the what I like about the actual pose. If it, I'm gonna try to add that dynamism. Dynamism. I think I invented a word right now. Anyhow, it's just and this actually I think is more around here. Yeah, they have like a gigantic head, and the ear is all the way back here. You can barely see it. I wonder if you can see it better. Like I think I fixed it, but here's the thing. This freaking I lower the brightness. Does it look better? Sharpness. That should help. Gain. Okay, I think I can see it better now. Right. Okay, thank you for letting me know. All right, so I don't know what I was saying. So they have like their heads are gigantic in comparison to human heads. The cranium. And well, you can see it in comparison. These are kids. It would be easier to extrapolate the size if it was an adult that was in front of the bear, but they're definitely large, really large creatures. And even though they look cute, they would eat whoever gets in front of them if they had the chance. Just a random nerdy fact about them. They You can kind of see it on this bear. They can get they can turn green because their hair, as far as I remember, their hair is like a round. It's like a small, like really tiny tube, so it allows some algae to grow in it. So after a while, they can turn green, greenish at least. Kind of the same thing that happens with um, what's the name? Sloths. I think I messed up the positioning of the eye. Should be like more over here. And it should be smaller, I think. Alright. Yeah, that's better. Yesterday I was watching. I think it was yesterday. I was watching the Star Wars show that they're promoting. Skeleton Crew, and it seems to me like it's a huge, like it feels like they took a lot from Treasure Planet and Treasure Island, even though up to now they haven't revealed that part as much, but it has so many aspects that you can relate to that. And I'm also like I used to have the story, the book when I was a kid. I think my mom or my dad gave it to me, so I it has a special place with me. So I read it a few times, and I also saw the films that they made for that book. So I kind of know the story beginning to end. So when I started watching the show, it was like this looks really familiar. And there's also the thing that in I don't know, yeah, I'm a Star Wars fan. So in Ahsoka, there's a scene where they're showing the kind of the orb that you can see in Treasure Planet. I don't know. Maybe it's fully intentional. I wish they would make a real life version of that rather than something that is like I don't know, less punchy. Hopefully it picks up. The second episode was good, I guess. I liked it better than the first one. Anyhow, I don't know what that came to my mind. Oh, because I think I know why. I was talking about Aaron Blaze. So that film, Treasure Planet, which is amazing. It's an amazing animation film. They, to my understanding, they run into so many issues while doing that film, and also once the film was done, they didn't get they didn't promote the film as they should have for whatever reason. So the film flopped because it didn't get any promotion, to my understanding, when it came out. So it was supposed to be like The understanding is that it was a flop, so it didn't make enough money to return what it was invested at first. But it's like one of the best animated films uh, in Disney's recent, kind of recent history. So I don't know. I think they got screwed over. So yeah, I think that's why I connected to the thing, because I was thinking about Disney traditional animation. Anyhow, ramblings of mine. Yeah. Now I realize that this doesn't this doesn't look like he's like swimming. Now you can add some more aspects that gives the telltale signs that that's what it's doing. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking of adding, like, you can see on the corner the bubbles. So add a little bit more of that, so it makes it clearer. But yeah, some form of representation that it's swimming. What happened to the music? Like, some are like super. They go up in volume and I just put, where's the one that I like? Sandman. Let's put this one for a little bit. Seems to be from this picture, like they have dark skin under the hair. I know that they have like multiple layers, so they're kind of waterproof to some extent. They're great hunters. And as far as I know, like, for example, in Alaska, I was telling my wife, like, we were watching a YouTube video or a documentary about some people that live like really far north. Um, but I don't think it was the U.S. It was like Iceland, Greenland, something like really remote up north. I'm butchering it, but I know that in Alaska you should carry some form of gun or protection for yourself. And actually, the person that was doing the documentary or the video, she goes out all the time with her dog, because it has happened. I was mentioning this, that it has happened that people like go out of their house, they're like walking and they turn around the house and you find one of them. You find a polar bear, and yeah, if you get too close to one of those, you're not getting you're not getting away from them. They're scary creatures. They seem. Oh, it looks like a giant dog, but yeah, I guess maybe that's also part of, like, oh, look at this creature, and then when you figure out what you're actually dealing with, probably too late. Also, I take suggestions for what I should draw next. Um, if you're watching this in the future, you can let me know in the comments. If you join the live stream, you can also let me know. Doesn't matter if it's in Spanish or in English. Hello. Thank you. Yeah, I've been trying to keep this dying art form alive. There's a lot of people that draw traditionally, but yeah, like I have a tablet and like a Hawaiian, um, but it doesn't. It's not the same, man. It's not the same. It's never the same. Like the feel of just drawing on a piece of paper, it doesn't lag. Like it doesn't crash. Like I appreciate this whole streaming thing, but if this lags or something, I still have my drawing. Like it's not going anywhere. And you have no idea how many times I've been drawing in I don't know, Photoshop or Painter or one of those programs, and you lose half of what you were doing. So frustrating. Oh, thanks for joining. I appreciate you joining to the stream, and glad you like traditional better. It has its place, digital painting. Like for professional work, it has a place. And even if I'm gonna make an illustration traditionally, probably later on I'll play around with values and a bunch of other stuff digitally, but there's no there's no comparison for me, at least. It's just like sometimes translating it to digital can be a bit of a pain. Like it doesn't always translate the exact way that you made it. I wonder if you can see it. Like I'm fighting this stuff all the time. All the time. Let's see. Contrast again. Configure video contrast. I don't know why this changes so much. Like maybe the camera readjusts. Like I adjusted the contrast and it went back. Oh, so yeah. Uh, I don't have a course, but speaking of Aaron Blaze, which I really appreciate his work. I think he has a bunch of awesome courses, and he's like sometimes he has them like in for fairly cheap, and he does this kind of like his specialty is animals and like wildlife. That's what he's known for a lot of the time. He does other stuff, but he does this kind of work to an amazing degree. Oh, no worries. Uh, we have something similar to that. Yeah, I could. I actually I lived for a little while in Texas, and I went to a few rodeos. It was really interesting. Like it's like a full industry, and it's really fun. I was a kid when what I mentioned took place. I don't know, like 9 years old or something. That'll be cool. I'll see what I can do from that. Like for a while, I have a bunch of. If you go to my YouTube channel, you can see all the drawings I have. For a while, I was doing like I did like a full sketchbook out of like humanized animals. Um, but by the end, I was like, oh my god, I don't know if I can keep doing this. I did so many of them, so many. Uh, and yeah, I don't. I think I prefer like choosing what I want to draw that day, unless like I'm doing like a full project and I'm gonna turn it into something. Like when I was doing the illustrated deck of cards, I that's what I would do when I had the chance to paint. Just Okay, today I'm gonna try to do, I don't know, number two. Not pun intended. So I will take each number and try to work the subject matter. Once I had that, then I would move on to the illustration for each one. Took me a while. Ironically, it started as an Inktober thing, and then it evolved into a full-on illustration project. I'm actually surprised that I was able to turn it into a physical product. Like, not in my wildest dreams. Like, I always had the idea of making like a brand, but it in my mind I was like, yeah, sure, yeah, sure. You're gonna. I guess that's sometimes the voice that you hear from other people, and I don't know. What I know now is that you have to just get away from it. Just don't pay attention to that stuff. Like, if you want to do a YouTube channel or a deck of cards, just put one foot in front of the other and just keep moving forward. And you can definitely be surprised of what you can accomplish. Maybe you don't get to a point that you would like, but you would definitely be in a different spot that you were way before. So I guess I do this kind of stuff also to inspire others to try new things, and I don't know, try to have fun with the with the things that you enjoy. Like, I know I step away from the things I wanted to do for a long time, thinking, oh, I can live with that, and after a while I did, like, no, I can't. There's something that it's something that I cannot move away from. Like, I have to be creating something. It doesn't matter if it's something small or if it's like a mural, but I need to be creating something. It gives me a purpose, and yeah, it helps my sanity, really, my mental health. That's not for everybody. Some people are fine just like, what can I do for money? This, okay, let's just pursue this. So they can kind of compartmentalize or separate uh, creating income from their passion. But it's not like, not everybody can do that mental uh, shift. Like, even if you have to do other stuff to pay your bills, uh, you still want to be doing this stuff. That looks better. I like that better. Yeah. I think he's missing some pizzazz. Let's see. Oh, we're 53 minutes. It's just I'm going to film another shot here. Alright, cool with that. It's not perfect. I can change a little bit the shape of the head. Should be more like that. Really enjoy how much depth you can add to a drawing just by using a pen. It's freaking amazing. It allows for so much control. Like you can be real subtle or really messy. It's up to you. I guess I tend to be a little bit messy or quite a bit messy when I'm drawing or illustrating. I like the looseness of it. Just squint my my eyes a bit here. What's my favorite artist? I've been asked that question before. I would say one of my favorites is Alphonse Mucha, which I mentioned, and he has influenced my artwork definitely. If you don't know who he is, go look him up. He's awesome. Uh, well, he's awesome. He was awesome, and his artwork still awesome. An illustrator from, I don't know, I think it was 18th century. I can probably I'm messing that up, but it's like 18th century or something like that. Uh, Toulouse-Lautrec, it's also uh, an awesome artist. Kim Jong-gi, like, see, I remember today names. Usually I'm terrible with names. Kim Jong-gi is incredible, or was incredible. Um, Kopensky, Steve Kopensky, I think is the name of another artist. He was friends with Kim Jong Gi. He's incredible. Um, Michael Kuche, which is a concept artist, he does amazing work. Did something change again here? Did I mess something up? What's going on? Maybe it's this. That should be fine. I don't know. Something shifted here. That's weird. So I said Michael Kuche. Oh, I think he said like this is lagging or something. Okay. Um, Ben Proctor, Feng Zhu. Well, the thing is, if you look into him quite a bit, he explains his process. He basically, when he was younger, he went through a phase where he all he did was draw 24/7 all the time, whatever he could get his hands on, and he got real good at it without any references. Like he had an amazing visual memory, which is something that is good to practice. And I I do that a lot too. What is impressive about him is the accuracy as to how he can recall details on specific things, like a motorcycle or that type of thing. But what I'm trying to get to is that you can try to learn from him by looking at, like, you can grab references and try to draw them in different angles or deform the reference to kind of get that sort of fish eye effect, or look for pictures that have that effect and try to draw that. Well, it's a thing for each one, I guess. Like right now, I only have the chance to draw for however time I can stream. Uh, but when I was younger, I could spend, I don't know, 8 hours drawing, 6 hours. Didn't matter. But it changes from person to person. Sometimes you can draw 20 minutes and maybe you're fine with that, and you can improve in those 20 minutes. It's not about the, like, oh, I have to do all the hours in the day. No, it's up to each one. A lot of the times they mention that you just have to improve 1% each day. Well, when you're like, if you're really passionate about it, it's not really like you're not thinking about the time that you're using doing what you enjoy doing. You're just going at it. I guess I also had a lot of time for myself, so whenever I had the chance, what I would do is just draw. Actually, you mentioning it, uh, I'm 36 now, and I kind of have a bit of carpal tunnel syndrome. So, but I don't think that's because of drawing. I think it's because of this. If you can stay away from a mouse, a regular mouse, just do that. Stick to this type of thing, or get one of those are expensive, but those vertical mouses or ergonomic mouses, I can help you avoid that. That's kind of one of the things that messes up with artists on the long run. And also the fact that we're always sitting. Yeah. Hmm. I'm wondering if I am getting the contrast right. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for joining. I'll be probably cutting the stream in a bit. Anyways, after I guess I'll try to get to the color stuff. Already past the hour point, so I'm cool. I'm cool with this. Yeah. Kind of not perfect though, but what is perfect? Define perfect. Perfect is an illusion that traps you, and you should not let it control you. Alright. Okay. I think this is good enough for today. I'm gonna now paint the fun part about this stuff. Let's just change the lighting. Hopefully I don't mess this up. just gonna stick to the colors I normally use. Let's put this here for reference. Contrast is pump up the contrast. And saturation, this exposure thing. That should work. Yeah, I can live with that. Okay, let's just keep that. Yeah. What's up, Max? You okay, buddy? I don't know if I'm 100% on board with how this looks, but I prefer it to my last drawing, my Friday drawing. shy away from this. Whoa, you hear that? Damn. Oh. I kinda like this. Feels better. What time is it? 9:58. Oh, okay. Almost done with it. Just turn the lights back on. I don't know if I want to do like. If I want to mess it up. get adjusted nicely to some extent. It's just properties again, contrast. Oh, that's good. Okay. 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 Policia. This hurts. If they figure out a way to easily replace joints, I'm getting on that list. But they have to work out the bugs before. I don't wanna like try to get something and then you get like a faulty joint or something. No, 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 no. Like some industrial stuff that can withstand rough conditions, I guess. Yeah, I wouldn't wish this on anyone, especially if you're an artist. I had a flare up on my wrist for I don't know how much time. I'm getting a bunch of pins and needles right now. And the thing is, this is my dominant hand, so I guess I need to learn to draw with this hand. I'm going to try to do a series of drawings with my left hand. It's gonna turn horrible, I know it, but this is worth the effort. Oh, I am film part of the thing. Darn it. Why does this happen to me? Well, I'll do it later. I'll do that part later. Oh. Yeah, that finishes off the paw there. Makes it almost ending, I guess. Um, Just checking contrast here against the reference. Okay. Alright. I'm going to sign this and probably end the stream. If you join at some point, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm trying to get to 4,000 hours on YouTube, so that's why I'm doing the stream. That's part of it. Uh, and also wanted to do kind of a way to connect to uh, my audience or the people that follow me or new people that might find my streams randomly on the internet. I appreciate you. I have my illustrated deck of cards on my website and a bunch of other stuff, backgrounds for your phone, and so on and so forth. And I also have a Redbubble shop where you can find illustrations like stuff, merch with my illustrations in it. And so, yeah, thanks for watching. I'll be ending the stream now. Until next time. Let me put the music. And bye.